What's shaking, y'all boys? I know I couldn't be as loud as I would want to be, you know what I mean? A little quiet intro, something different. And not only that, it's, I'm trying to make this video in discretion. So, we got a little Grizzlies gameplay here. Going against the Timberwolves, my opponent was just being hella annoying. You know those opponents are just. You see it? You see that? You see how annoying that can get? That was the whole game. My man sitting there backing up, all that, trying to just smother you the whole fucking game. You know what I mean? And act like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna just smother him with my defense and play off ball, And that was just, it was annoying as hell. But, we slowly came back and got the dub. I felt like overall, he should have stuck in there and he would have 9 times out of 10 made the game more interesting. But you create a lot more offense and you're constantly stopping what they want to do, which is mainly paint mash, they're gonna rage quit. That is 2K in a nutshell online. But I digress. What I really want to talk about is the Love is Blind 2, Season 2. Here's a lesson for you guys that I learned on this damn show. Okay, there's this guy. I guess you could say he's like what you guys would consider, I guess, a Brad, a Stanley, I guess. I don't know. The guy, he looks kind of, to me, that man looks like he's more the lines of a goofy looking dude, to sum it up. He looks goofy as hell to me. But, he got 2 women that is on him, a nice little middle-aged joint with some big-ass mommy milkers. And then he has a little Asian joint. She ain't really working with much, but, it's whatever. So, he's putting his bid in with both of them, attracting them, or whatever. And homie messed up by pulling the trigger. I felt like his decision was too fast, and he ended up, pretty much trying to go ahead and marry this Asian girl, in which later down the line, which is another story for another time, she doesn't really respect him in person. But we're not going to go on that. We're just going to go about our lesson. But back to the lesson. So based off that, he goes ahead and, chooses the Asian girl, and the white female is in shambles because the Asian female goes to the girl group and gloats and, have her little celebration. She hitting the Dougie, you know what I mean? She woo walking, you know what I mean? She getting sturdy. She doing all this, you feel me? And not really, but you know what I mean. She's just happy as hell. So she's doing all this, and the female with the big mommy milkers, a little middle-aged joint, she's upset. So she decides, you know what? Okay, I wasn't first choice. I'm about to go ahead and, go move on. In which, that's what you should do. Move on. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, she still has feelings for the kid. So, in essence, they mess around. And Blood thinks it's all cool. So he's still trying to go ahead and still put his bid in with both of the females. He's thinking he can have 2 options on the show. And at the end of the day, see, this is another lesson you can gain from this, is that don't make your decisions too quickly just because you like one element of a female. You know what I mean? You still don't know her yet. So the kid decides to go ahead and, go back to the mommy milkers, baby. You know what I mean? The little middle-aged baby. So she spills the news like, look, I don't want to deal with you no more. To put it blankly, you know what I mean? I don't want to deal with you no more. You move on because, whatever the female's name was, she was sitting up gloating in the house. She was having the fucking shit Million Man March around this bitch. But she was sitting up, what I'm saying, having festivities and all this other shit. And, is this true? And Blood was backed up in the corner. And, and he had to go ahead and say yes. And since he said yes, baby was in distraught. She left the room and, didn't want to talk to Thelma no more, and she went forward. And since she went forward, she didn't care for Blood no more. Logically, emotionally, she still cares for the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys watch the season, you could see and tell when they're not in the booth no more and they're actually on the resort. Yeah, she still has feelings for the kid. But anyway, she doubles down on seeing the other dude, and he doubles down on dealing with the female seriously. The Asian female seriously. But here's the real lesson. Here's the synopsis of why I went to this whole spiel in the synopsis of the video. The reason why he made things pretty fast with the Asian female was because he no longer had a second option. He no longer got the main girl that he wanted. So he just went ahead and went to the next girl and did a whole praise and worship service on her and just like doubled down and was like, oh yeah, you're the one for me, and blah blah blah, putting a 10 on top of it too. So if you guys watch, it becomes a little more ugly. Now, I haven't got that far in the series, but that little tidbit, I had to make this video and talk about that shit, because it does not make sense. Guys, you guys always do this. If the main chick you like is gone and then you see another shawty, you sitting them all in and all this other shit, and you're moving too damn fast. You sitting up, make me your man now, and blah blah blah. And it's like, yo, chill. You just met her, man. And not only that, like, you still don't know if you like her yet. Like, the whole synopsis of this whole story, if your first option leaves you, don't be so quick to get into something else. Take your time. You know what I mean? You'll find things that was really red flags early, you know what I mean? Versus you sitting up just diving into the next situation because it's like, oh, I'm hurt, man. I didn't get the main girl that I wanted. Like, it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? That shit usually fails anyway. You trying to make a whole rebound out of a chick and make her into the main chick that you wanted, but you can't. At the end of the day, it's two different girls. But, man, I digress on that point. I probably might have something else for y'all based off Love is Blind too. I still gotta look at the rest of the series. I'ma still talk about that dynamic. I still have to talk about that dynamic between Asian Baby and the so-called Chad Stanley goofy looking dude. But other than that, man, this has been Red Rum, and I'm out, y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoy the rest of this video. Peace.
Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident looking to score with the ball.
Williams outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. To the inside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jackson. Williams inside. Taking a look at his stats. Averaging around 16 points a game. Here's Minnesota. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Edwards. Here's Beverly. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Anytime your guards can contribute on the backboards and elevate your team. Nice board by Patrick.
Outside Williams. Gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. This one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Memphis trailing here. Melton feeling it out a bit. A three from Morant.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless and he's hungry. And he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
It's Morant with the drop. Nobody near Williams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Minnesota in the lead. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Russell with it. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Memphis ball.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Williams. Pocket four. Clark with a wide open look. And another basket for Memphis.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
Here's Russell. Played in with a nice touch over the glass. And the Timberwolves by one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Morant. Williams from outside. 5 minutes gone by here in the second half. They get a hand on it. To the inside. Now Morant. He has 7.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter of the game. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Jones.
What the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
And the rejection by Jackson. And he drops the layup off the glass. Jackson got his first 2
The
points.
opening buzzer.
Well, the defense